Welcome. In front of me I have the TCL NxtPaper 10s. And today I'll go over unboxing along with just a really quick overview of this tablet. So anyway, let's just get started. I'll mention right off the bat that this is more on a premium side of TCL, so keep that in mind. So anyway, let's just pop it open. So there is our device with the actually decently placed sticker. And then in here we'll have probably a charger. Nope, we have a stylus though. I'm gonna take that out. And actually, I'm gonna also turn on the device. Yeah, so paperwork. So there we go. We got a charger here along with a cable. It's a Type-C cable, as you can see. And the charger, hopefully it's not 5 watts. Okay, it maxes out at 18 watts. I don't know if you can see this, maybe if I bring it closer. So right above my fingernail, below the QR code or whatever the heck that is. Yep, 18 watts. So fairly okay charger. Now this is apparently still turning on. The stylus seems to be fine. Doesn't have any buttons, as you can see. It's quite light. It feels kind of like a little bit heavier pencil. Okay. Now, one thing that I'll mention, it's called paper. But I'm not exactly sure why is it called paper, considering this is not an e-ink display. And the only papery thing that you, I guess, have right here is this matte finish foil that is over the actual glass display. So it being called paper is kind of weird. With that in mind, you could basically put the same kind of protection on any tablet and call it, I guess, paper. But can I go next? There we go. And that's kind of, I do have to say that the actual like texture of it does resemble, in terms of like how it feels, in terms of resistance, does feel like paper. So at least that's good. Another thing, the stylus seems to be working fine. I don't need to like jam it in there or anything, so it's another good thing. Though the tablet itself isn't the fastest from what I can see right now. So yeah, there we go. That's basically the home screen. Now let's go quickly into the specs of it, just so you know what you're dealing here with. So it's a 10.1 inch display with a resolution of 1200 by 1920, which is actually a fairly dense display. It's some kind of NCVM IPS display, whatever the heck that's supposed to be. I would actually need to look it up, but the general gist of it is it's an IPS display. It has a 224 pixels per inch, which is okay for a tablet, and 77.4% screen to body ratio. Now it is running an Android 11 here, and it's being powered by MediaTek MT8768 processor. And honestly, for, let's see the price of it, probably should have done this a little bit earlier. Let's go right here. So for a device that costs about 250, maybe, it looks like about $250, give or take, maybe 10. I would expect a little bit of a maybe better processor than it's in here. Anyway, so price tag about 250. Now with that, we have selfie camera right here. It's a 5 megapixel sensor, and then at the back we have an 8 megapixel sensor right over here. I just actually realized right now the texture of it. Now this is plastic back with like some weirdly textured actual plastic, which looks kind of nice. And probably one of the benefits right here, it literally leaves no fingerprints. Now, moving on, we do have a 64 gigabyte built-in storage right here and 4 gigabytes of RAM, and also we can expand it even further, at least the storage itself, past the 64 using an SD card, which actually is a really nice thing to have. And lastly, built-in battery right here, 8000 milliamp hours. So this is a massive battery for the actual like size of this tablet, which is actually really nice. And because the processor right here isn't as powerful as probably some other ones that come with, for instance, like Samsung's, though keep in mind they're like 4 times the price. So right here, because we have a fairly weak processor, the battery will most likely last way longer than you might actually expect, just because it's a weaker processor, needs less power. The display isn't also like running at 120 Hertz, so that is also going to be saving a little bit of power right there. So in this case, with this massive battery, some of the like drawbacks of having a little bit weaker device has a benefit of giving you better battery life, basically. So there we go. And at the end of the day, the device seems to be working adequately for about $250 price tag. Obviously it's not going to be the fastest, but probably one of the main parts of this device will be for people to be able to write on it and have more of a like a paperish feel, though if you take that little sticker off, obviously that won't be the case anymore, because under the sticker you have a normal glass surface, which you can see like right under this camera. So there we go. And one thing that I also prop right here, this sticker can be taken off, and the reason why I'm pointing that out, because it might seem obvious to some people. Most of the TCL tablets that I have right here have this sticker under the screen protector. So when you're trying to remove it, you're also forced to remove the actual screen protector. So in this case, you would be removing this like paperish translucent cover that is on it. So thus that would kind of remove the paper-like feel from it. So you can take that off without actually needing to take off the screen protector, which is actually a logical thing to do, unlike other TCL devices. Anyway, that would sum up the unboxing along with a maybe overview, however you want to call this. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.